Good morning, students. I hope everyone are fine, right? So, in the last class, I discussed about a number system. The first chapter I started in the last class only, and we discussed the types of a numbers. What are the types of a numbers here? Types of a numbers. First one will come to the natural number, and second one is a whole numbers, and the third one will be the integers, and the fourth one will be the real numbers. In real numbers we are having the rational as well as the irrational. And what is the fifth one? That is a complex number. Okay, so these are the main types of numbers are there. Okay, so based on that numbers I given a lot of explanation in the last class. Okay, so why? Because of exercise number 1.1. Okay, in exercise number 1.1 we are having some statements. Okay, you have to say for that whether it is a true or a false. If you want to answer for that true or a false, then you have to thorough with the numbers. Okay, types of numbers. If you know all the type of numbers properly, then only you can answer. Okay, for that reason I explained in detail in the last class. Okay, if you are not understanding properly, once again see the video. Okay, or else you have any doubts, then call and ask me doubt. Okay, so now we'll begin with the exercise number 1.1. Okay, so exercise number 1.1. What is the exercise number 1.1? Is 0 is a rational number. Can you write in the form of a p by q, where p by q are integers and q is not equal to 0, they given here. So think here whether 0 is a rational number. Think everyone, whether 0 is a rational number. Rational number means what? The number which is in the form of a p by q here. Okay, so if the number is in the form of a p by q, then we can say that that is a rational number, and here q is not equal to 0. That must condition satisfied, right? So then only we can say that is a rational number. Otherwise we can't say it is a rational number, right? So here tell whether 0 is a rational number. Can we write a 0 as in the form of a p by q? Can you write? Yes, we can write. See here, 0 is a 0. Consider a 0 here. Okay. So that is the first main, right? Yeah. 0. Can we write here? Yeah. 0 by 1, 0 by 2, and 0 by 3, and 0 by 4. So on. You can take any number in the denominator. What is the condition for the rational number definition here? Rational number must be in the form of a p by q. P by Q formula irbeku, correct? See here, the rational number should be in the form of a P by Q only. But what is the condition for rational number definition? That is here, Q is not equal to 0. Only this one is a condition, right? This one condition here satisfying. Q is nothing but a 1, 2, 3, 4. All the denominator values. Denominator is not equal to 0. That is the condition is there, right? So here we can write like this. They didn't mention numerator not equal to 0. Numerator may be 0, may not be 0. Okay, but denominator not be 0. That they told condition, right? So here denominator values are not equal to 0. Only numerator is 0. Then we can say that 0 is a rational number. Okay, therefore 0 is a rational number. Okay, and we can express in the form of a p by q. Is that is 0 by 1, 0 by 2, and 0 by 3, and so on, etc. Okay, so you can express in the form of a p by q format. Okay, so here we can say here 0 is a rational number. Okay, so next thing is a find a 6 rational numbers between 3 and 4. Okay, find a 6 rational number in between 3 and 4 here. Wait one second. Okay, see here, find a 6 rational number there, right? Now. Second one, 3 and 2. 2, right? Yeah, 3 and 4, sorry. 3 and 4. You have to find a sixth rational number. Sixth rational number between the 3 and 4. Okay? How to find a sixth rational number in between 3 and 4? Here there will be two methods are there. I'll explain those two methods. Okay? Whichever you are feeling easy, no, that you have to follow. Okay? But both are easy. Okay? See the first method. Method 1. Okay, method 1 is something called as see here. What is the numbers they given here? 3 and 4, right? So add those two values. 3 and 3 plus 4 divided by 2. What you will get here? 7 by 2, right? So in between 3 and 4, what you will get here? 7 by 2 we got, right? Again, we need a 6, right? So for that reason, again consider these two. That is 3 plus 7 by 2. Here 1 and LCM will be 2 and here multiply the 2, 6 plus 7, that will be the 13 by 2. So here we got a 13 by 2. Okay, and again you can take these two again, that will be the 7 by 2 plus 4 by 1. Here also same thing, 7 plus 8, you will get a 15 by 2, right? So here we got a 15 by 2. Okay, again consider these two, 13 by 2, okay, 13 by 2 plus 7 by 2, that will be the 20 by 2. Okay, again consider these two, that is 7 by 2 plus 15 by 2, that will be the 22 by 2. Here 20 by 2 and here will be 22 by 2. Again consider these two. Okay, so that will be the 20 by 2 plus 7 by 2, and next thing, that will be the 27 by 2, and here 22 by 2 plus 7 by 2. Okay, that will be 29 by 2. Okay, so many rational numbers we got, right? First one will be the 7 by 2, 13 by 2, 15 by 2, 20 by 2 and 22 by 2, 27 by 2, 29 by 2. Okay, these are all the rational numbers lies between the 3 and 4. Okay, so how can you tell here? See, this will be the 3 by 4. Okay, so if you add these two and divided by 2, what you got here? 7 by 2. So this will be the 7 by 2, right? So middle value of the 3 and 4. Middle value of the 3 and 4 is a 7 by 2. So here 7 by 2 is the one of the rational number. Next thing, again, take up these two. Consider these two numbers, 7 by 2 and 4 here. Okay, I considered here. What we got here? 15 by 2. So the middle value of the 7 by 2 and 4. Middle value of the 7 by 2 and 4 is a 15 by 2. One more rational number. Okay. So next thing is here. Again, the middle number of the 3 and 7 by 2. 3 and 7 by 2 is equal to add these two and divided by 2. What you will get here? This value will be the again you have to do here divided by, right? So divided by 2 again you have to do here. Then it will become 4. Okay. Here also it will become a 4. Okay. So here what will be the value? 13 by 2. Okay. So next here 14 by 4. This will be the 4 here. That will be the 7 by 2 only, and here will be the 4. Okay, because you have to do the divided by 2 also. When we divided by 2, already 2 is there. So again divided by 2 means the denominator value will become a 2 into 2, that will be 4. Okay. So here again consider these two. Again consider these two, add these two and divided by 2. Again you will get one more rational number. Same here. Consider these two values, add these two and divided by 2. Again you will get one more rational number. Same here. Take these two values, add these two and divided by 2. Again you will get one more rational number. Same here also. Consider these two rational numbers and add those two rational numbers and divided by 2. You will get one more rational number. And continue process it. Okay. So we will get so many rational numbers like this only. Right? So, but we want now, this is one of the method. This is the first method to get a rational number between rational number. Okay. So now I tell another method. I think this will be the little bit, this is not a difficult, but this will be the lengthy method is there. Okay, so this is a lengthy method. Okay, it will take a time, too much time take it is. Okay, but another second method, it will not take a time. It is a very easy one that we will follow. Okay, so we'll tell the second method now. Okay, second method. We'll follow the second method here. Method second. How to find the rational number in between these two? 3 and 4 is there. Right? 3 and 4 means what is the value here? 3 by 1. We can write as a 3 by 1. And this value will be, we can write as a 4 by 1. Right? So now multiply with the same value. Both the numerator and denominator we have to multiply with the same value. Okay? So here I am multiplying with the 6 we want to. So okay, I'll multiply with the 7 and 7. Here also 7 and 7. Okay? So what is the value here? 3 7s are 21 by 7. Here 28 by 7. Right? So now we are having these two rational numbers. Just for the given numbers, you have to multiply both the numerator and denominator by same number. Okay? And one more thing is there. So you have to make the denominator value same value. Here don't multiply 6 by 6 because the denominator must be same here. Like that you have to multiply. Here both values are 1 is there. So no need to change the value. Same value we can multiply. Okay. If the denominator value is like this 3 by 2 and 4 by 3. Then what we have to multiply here? Here 2 is there, here 3 is there. But our intention is to make the denominator value same for both the rational number. Then we need to multiply here 6. 6 2s are 12, right? Here 4 by 4, right? 3 4s are 12 and 4 4 is 16. Here 2 6 are 12 and both the denominator value become the same. So like that we have to multiply. Here 1 is there, so we can multiply with the same number only. It doesn't matter. Okay, if the denominator value is different, then we have to multiply different numbers to make a denominator value same number. Okay, so here 21 by 7 and 28 by 7 we got, right? So here 21 by 7 and 28 by 7. Then what we have to do here? See, now we have to find the rational number in between 21 by 7 and 28 by 7, right? So now write here the rational numbers between the 3 and 4 are, that is, are 22 by 7, 23 by 7, 24 by 7, 25 by 7 and 26 by 7 and 27 by 7. Okay. So 6 rational number we got, right? See the difference between a 28 and 27, 28 and 21. Don't consider 21 and don't consider 28. In between 21 to 28, how many numbers are there? 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. So we can write all those rational numbers. Here they told only 6, so I written a 6. If they asked 8, then what we have to do? Multiply with the larger numbers. Multiply with the larger numbers, then you will get a more rational numbers. Okay. When we multiply with the large numbers, then only we can get a more rational number. Okay. Only 4, 5 means you can multiply with the smaller number only. Okay. So this is the way to find the rational number in between the given two rational number. Okay. Here 3 and 4 are the rational number they given here. We have to find a 6 rational number in between 3 and 4. And the first method is also easy, but it is a lengthy one. So for sake of my for myself, according to me, this will be the easy method. Okay. According to me, follow the second method only. If you are comfortable with the first method only, then you can follow. Okay. No issue for that one. So for me it is a very easy and it will take only short time, right? For first method it will be a lengthy and it will take a time. Okay, so for that reason, so just follow this second method. Okay, so but if you are feeling that only easy, then you can follow. Okay. Okay, next third one. I hope everyone understood how to find the six rational numbers between the given rational number. Already you done right in rational numbers. Okay, I think in 8 standard or 7 standard there will be there that is a rational in rational numbers we have to find the write the rational number in between these two numbers. Okay, that is the you written like this. You already you made a denominator value same and you written a like this in 7th and 8th. That only there in 9th also. Okay, so next third one. What is the third question here? Find the five rational numbers between a 3 by 5 and 4 by 5 they given here. Okay, same thing. Okay, third one is also same one. They given a two rational numbers here and you have to find the five rational number in between those two. Okay, third one 3 by 5 and 4 by 5 they given. These are the given two rational numbers and you have to find the you have to find the five rational number, right? So here how to find the five rational number in between 3 by 5 and 4 by 5. What I told first thing is we have to multiply, right? So here both the denominator value is same, then we can multiply with the same numbers. Okay, it doesn't matter here. So next multiply 8 by 2 and here is 8 by 8. 8 is a 24 by 40 and here will be 32 by 40. Now write the rational number in between 24 by 40 and 32 by 40. How to write here? Five rational numbers are in between 3 by 5 and 4 by 5 are right here. 25 by 40, 26 by 40, and here 27 by 40, and 28 by 40, or 29 by 40, 30 by 40, and 31 by 40. Okay, write any 5 here. I written a 7, right? Write any 5, your wish. Write any 5 here. Okay, any 5 you can write. So these are the five rational number in between the 3 by 5 and 4 by 5, that are 25 by 40 and 26 by 40 and 27 by 40, 28 by 40 and 29 by 40, 30 by 40 and 31 by 40. Okay, you can write any 5 here. Okay, so that is the third problem. Next we'll move to the fourth main. Okay, in fourth main we are having the statement, whether it is true or false, that we have to say here. We discuss now that one. Okay, so what is the here statement? Statement, whether the following statements are true or false, that you have to, and give a reasons for your answers. Okay, you have to give the reason for your answers, or why it is like that, why it is a true, why it is a false, that you have to give the answer here. Okay, so first one will be the every natural number is a whole number. Every natural number is a whole number. Yes, obviously I told on that day. See here, this will be the natural number. This is inside the whole number, right? The natural numbers are inside the whole number. Yes. So the first statement is true. Why? Because all natural numbers are present in whole numbers. Okay, because all natural numbers are present in the whole numbers, so that is a true statement. Second one, what is the second statement? Every integer is the whole number. Every integer is the whole number. Okay, so this will be the integer here. Sorry, here I don't have a space, so I just drawn for the sake of understanding. Okay, so here integers are what they told here. Every integer is a whole number. Every integer is a whole number. Whether it is a true? No, false. Why? See here, the whole number is a present inside the integer. integers are not present in the whole numbers, right? Because integers containing a negative number also, but whole numbers are not containing the negative numbers. Then we can't say every integer is a whole number. Every integer is not a whole number, because in whole number we don't have a negative numbers. So every integer is not a whole number, but every whole number is an integer. Understanding? Every whole number is an integer, but every integer not a whole number. Okay, so it's a false statement, because whole numbers not containing the negative numbers, right? That is the reason for that. And what is the third statement here? Every rational number is a whole number. Every rational number here will come, right? Whole number is here. Every rational number is a whole number. Every rational number is a whole number? No. If the set is bigger, it never be true. Okay, if the set is small, then only it is true. So here every rational number is not the whole number, because in whole number negative number is also not there, rational number is also not there in a whole numbers, right? So for that reason what we can say here, it is a false statement, because in whole numbers rational numbers and integers are not there. Okay, so only first statement is the right answer. I hope everyone are understanding what I am saying here. Wait for a second. Yeah. Okay, so here what we can say here, the statements, I hope everyone studied that statements properly and understood properly. If you have doubt, once again go through the number system. Whatever the number types of numbers I explained, no, that you have to once again go through that. You will understand what are the things are there in that. Okay, so whenever you learn, just go through that diagram only. Okay, so if you understand the diagram properly, then you can answer it very easily. And some more statements are given in example number 1, page number 3. Okay, before exercise in example number 1, that is page number 3. In that also again 3 statements are given. So go through that also, then you will be a more perfect in that. Okay, so we completed exercise number 1. Next will be we are having a irrational number. Okay, so what is the meaning of an irrational number here? The definition of an irrational number, the which is not a rational, that will be the irrational, right? So you will tell like that only, I know. So what is the meaning of an irrational number? Irrational means the number which is not in the form of a p by q. Okay, the number which is not in the form of a p by q, that is called as the irrational number here. Okay, and one more thing is there, that irrational means what? See here, one more definition is there, that is a non-occurrence and non-reoccurring and non-repeating. Okay, and what is that? Non completing or non, we are not get the decimal means sorry, remainder value as a 0. While doing the division, we can't get the remainder as a 0. Then we can say that will be the irrational number only. Okay, so here that will see in the next part. Okay, so when we are discussing with the irrational number, and after completing that is a root 2 and root 3, all those things, we are having that definition, we'll see that definition. Okay, but now it is enough to say that that is a number which is not in the form of a p by q, that is called as the irrational number here. Okay, so next one, after that, okay, so after that we are having a how to represent the root 2 and root 3 on the number line. that will be discussed in the next class. Okay, after that we are having a real numbers and decimal expansion that we'll see. Okay, so homework is solve this exercise number 1.1 two times. Exercise number 1.1 two times in a HW. That is the homework for you people. Okay, till your next class, be safe in your home. Okay, we'll see you in the next class. Thank you everyone.